What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about some very exciting rumors, okay? And I just want to preface this whole video with saying this is based off of something that is not 100% going to happen, okay? However, this is different from a data mine. When we look at data mines, we look at the coding of the game and things like crops and Brewster and Cafe. They might be in the data mine, but they don't always come out, or they don't always come out soon. This is a rumor from a Nintendo insider. Take it with a grain of salt, but this person has a really good track record. Okay, so this is at SamusHunter2 over on Twitter. They have been very, very good about predicting things, and that's basically the reputation of an insider. If they start getting things wrong, or they're just flat out wrong, no one listens to them. When they get things right, everyone listens to them, okay? So just that's the preface of this video, but I think this is very likely to happen. We'll go into it. I'll show a screenshot. It'll be fantastic. We'll talk about it. Also, guys, in the comments, let me know what you think about this rumor. And let me know what you think about the possibility of this coming to Animal Crossing. I think it is very likely. I'm just going to say that right now. So Samus Hunter, they tweet about things that are happening or that they're hearing. They have been very right about things from Splatoon, things from Monster Hunter, and as recent as the brand new Zelda amiibo that came out for the Skyward Sword remake or remaster. It's one of those. So I'm going to read this, and this was actually a response to someone who asked them a question. So, I mean, I guess you can pester them with questions. They might not all be answered, but they were nice enough to answer. So they say, Samus Hunter, do you have any info regarding the island expansion update people are teasing from the Animal Crossing data mine, or any other updates? Of course, there was that whole rumor of islands expanding. I never think that's going to happen. I don't think that's very likely at all. I think 0% chance. The island is what it is, okay? And let's just think about the possibility of, like, say the island does expand. How does that fit in the game? Like, do you just have like a bigger island? Like, there has to be something logical that happens, I feel, anyway. But anyway, Samus Hunter responded to that and said, among some parts of the plans I read, island expansion was not mentioned. Again, I don't think it's ever going to happen. That, I wouldn't say confirms it, but that's, yeah, I believe that. Since Cap'n will be one of the main characters in the next updates, it could be for the boat rides. So this is kind of explaining some of the rumors on expansion and what that could mean. So the game itself isn't expanding. It was proven to be the testing parameters of the game on the southern shoreline. But I will say that it does make sense, and Samus Hunter even says that Cap'n will be in one of the next updates. I made a prediction video, what I think will come in E3. I'm not an insider, but just logically speaking, I put Cap'n at the top of that list. Let's think this out for a second. Last year, we had diving during the summer. The ability to go in the water was a perfect summer update. This update now is detailing a character named Cap'n, who's been in every single Animal Crossing, that drives a boat that can travel to multiple islands. If that character wasn't made for this game, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So I really do think that Cap'n is very likely to be added this summer. Now, I don't necessarily know if this means E3, or it could be late summer, or heck, it could even be this month, because usually we get updates at the end of each month, which go into the following months. And just because we have a recent Cyrus event all June doesn't really mean that we couldn't have like another NPC show up. Because like recent Cyrus, it's not a new event. It's just like year 2 version of it. So all signs are kind of pointing towards an E3 update at this time. It's a giant stage. Animal Crossing hasn't been updated in a while. And if it doesn't happen at the end of this month, my money is on E3. I really do think that Animal Crossing, it's going to show up in the E3 presentation. Now, how likely is Cap'n? And I said this is very likely. You know, with the whole, like, Cap'n, if you didn't know, by the way, is an NPC that shows up right over here. Okay, we all have docks on our islands. Everyone has one, whether it's on the right or the left side, everyone has one. So this character would show up at the dock in his boat. And basically what he does is he takes you to islands, including Tortimer's Island, which I think is very likely. So I put in my prediction video, I definitely suggest you to watch it because I go into more detail, but I predicted that Cap'n would be here probably one day out of the week, and he would take you to various islands, including Tortimer's Island, which I think is the next piece of this puzzle. Cap'n alone wouldn't be much of an update because we already have modes of transportation with the Dodo Airlines. So having just a boat show up really wouldn't do much. There has to be a destination attached to it, or at least I think so, to make it sort of a special update. Tortimer's Island is often linked with Cap'n, and I think that that's probably the direction that this team wants to go. I think a summer update with multiplayer is probably the way to go, okay? Kids are out of school. There's nothing going on in July. I think it would just be a very nice way to introduce the character Cap'n and introduce Tortimer's Island. And then from there, if you even want to do paid DLC, Cap'n could be a nice way to introduce that. Cap'n, of course, going to different islands. Could be a DLC island that we have to pay for, whether that's a Happy Home Academy island or a city island. I feel like that is pointless talking about that. But just the fact that Cap'n is being talked about in this way from a Nintendo insider should be enough not to confirm anything, but just kind of raise some eyebrows. Why would they be risking, their reputation? Reputation, like I said, is everything for an insider. And this doesn't seem to be an off comment. People read every single tweet and every single thing that this person puts out. So I am on the fence about whether or not this is going to happen. I really do think that Animal Crossing will get a mid-sized to major update this summer. And for me, Cap'n seems like a perfect candidate to spearhead the whole thing. I think the other conversation right now is whether or not this will be a paid DLC. And honestly, I don't think that's the case. There is a chance that they do put out some big Animal Crossing 2-wave update and kind of like a final, farewell to the game. Because I think a paid DLC, to me anyway, means final. Paid DLC usually is an extended amount of content. And, it's kind of like watching a fireworks show. At the end of the fireworks show, you have this grand finale. And I think that's what a paid DLC would be for this game. And because we're getting more and more updates, we already know that this game will update at the bare minimum for holiday events and things like that, like new Halloween items, new Christmas items. I don't think this will be paid, which has me even more excited. People are worried because of the talk of paid DLC that this is the only way that Nintendo's going to do it. But I could really see a Tortimer Cap'n update, and I actually think that this game would be kind of rejuvenated. Now, it's kind of weird because Nintendo has been going the way of like UGC and adding things that the players can use as tools to enhance their gameplay. This would be a totally different type of update. This wouldn't be giving us new items or more design slots. This would be adding new NPCs. And for a lot of you that this is your first Animal Crossing game, is that more exciting to you than getting more tools to build your island better? This just seems like a very weird update, but an update that I think could hit well with the fans. Is it going to be E3 or is it going to be later this month? Either way, I think it is very likely. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this whole thing. Do you believe Nintendo insiders? Is this your first sort of E3 where there's a lot of speculation going around? Because that's what happens during this time. E3 is just such an exciting event, but there's people like this who kind of drop hints and drop leaks of things that they are hearing around the video game space. It's definitely very exciting. I'm not confirming or denying anything, but I think that this has a chance to blossom into something better. Cap'n, summertime, boat rides, count me in. I think is very likely and very exciting. Thanks again for watching, guys. And again, I'll be reading all of your comments, all of your thoughts. I know that we've been talking a lot about update rumors and potential things to come to this game, but little snippets like this, you often don't hear Animal Crossing in rumors. Like Animal Crossing, for years has been kind of like not really talked about when it comes to rumors, but this is exciting. So again, let me know, and I'll see you in the very next video. Peace out.